Good afternoon, everyone. Today, this is, I think, my second video. So, throughout the day, I'm editing videos, I'm making videos, and I'm trying to give you something to my country and my people about basically about the political situation and social situation in Sri Lanka and economical situation. Basically about the economical situation. Not much more interest about the politics, you know about it. So what's happening in our country, and this is a long time history because I haven't been talk about Sri Lanka since a long time, right? This is my first video into this year about Sri Lanka, and actually apparently in Sri Lanka become worsening from bad burst to burst right now, and we have to pay tax, blah blah blah, lot of things. But I would say in traditionally political tradition in Sri Lanka, we will be facing future presidential election as well as a general election. So it will be another milestone into Sri Lanka. Whoever comes to the power, number one, it will be a very difficult situation to recover Sri Lanka because we don't have money and we don't have foreign reserves, right? We must have to have a common impact, and we must have to have a solid plan how to recover this economy. And secondly, which side we will take. First, China is the one side, largest debitor, and we have to pay a lot of money to China. We owe a lot of money to China. That's number one. So on that way, they are gonna trampling us. They are gonna pushing us, giving us pressure in terms of economy and in terms of politically and in terms of defense. So on the other side, India is our nearest neighbor. So India has become one of the world power right now. So India has given us enormous pressure, but India doesn't want to give us economically any aid packages or anything like that. He knows how to give the pressure only. That's India, because you should not forget, since 1970s until now, how the Tamil LTD diaspora India has handled, right? So that's on the one side. And other side, geopolitically, world political powers should be balanced. I mean, on the other side, America, USA is trying to pushing us into some certain ways into their interests. So we are in a triangle, we are in the middle of a triangle of something like that. So we have to be very careful in this moment, right? The main thing is our sovereignty and our loyalty, our freedom. We have to think, and those aspects we have to very carefully, we have to choose the right and the correct path. That's number one. And basically and mainly about the economy. So we don't have much more infrastructures. We don't have much more, you can say we don't have much more solid economical plan. So whoever comes to the power, it is without money we cannot do anything. Although we have a plan, we must need foreign reserves, foreign currency. So we must have to have a procedural and solid plan, objectives for make it achieve, and we must have to have a time framework for that, and also we must have to have a proper guidance and the proper leadership. So we are basically, what I can say, we are basically lack of leadership and lack of political leadership, and lack of, you can say, lack of honest leadership. This is basically this idea is honest leadership. So we are in a vacuum, So that's why basically, how can we recover? As I said before, we have a market economy and we have agricultural economy. So that's what we have to do. Infrastructure development already done, and some of the things has to be finished. Some of the things yet to be finished, in some of the projects yet to be finished, because we are run out of money, run out of cash, run out of foreign dollars and everything, foreign reserves. So in terms of anything and everything, once it comes to the power and once it comes to the political leadership, we have to choose this time carefully. Otherwise, we will be cheated again, and Sri Lanka will become one of the poorest country in the world, like Central Africa, like West Africa. You know about the Ghana, Gambia, Senegal, Mauritania, Central Republic of Congo, Central Republic of Africa, and Angola, like this kind of. Even Angola is not a very poor country. It's a rich country, kind of a rich country. Also, Nigeria. Nigeria is one of the most corrupted countries in the world. So corruption should be, we can say corruption should be reduced or should be dismantled, and there should be a proper framework to find the corruption, who did the corruption, and bring them back into jail, or bring them back to that money into Sri Lankan economy, which is we can make more sustained. We don't know it can be possible or not. It is like that we can find, can we find the people, how many people died in 1988-1999 JVP incursion by the bloody government at that time, who has killed more than 300,000 of Sri Lankan civilians, innocent civilians? No, we can't. So it is almost 35 years ago, right? It's a dead story right now. So we only thing is, for what reason they killed and for what reason, what has happened, we don't know. But within a 5 years of time, that government also collapsed in Sri Lanka. So that was the situation, reality. So we have to face the reality. Even though whatever we do, we have to face to the reality, of course. So whatever the consequences, so to recovering the economy, number one, we must have to have a plan, and we must make the maneuverability in geopolitically, because being as a strategic geopolitical position, geographical position in strategic position in geopolitically, and being in a country like Sri Lanka, situated in a middle of the Indian Ocean, so we can play a big role, right? So we don't need any people, we don't need anybody to give us the solutions. We do have our own solutions, but only thing is find the reserves. So that's the most important thing. It will take some time. In addition to that, I would say it will take some time. That means it will take 10 years or 15 years to not completely recovering, but partially recover. So that's how it goes, and see you in another great video, to remembering what we are facing and what we have to do, what are the points that we have to be careful in once it comes to the geopolitics, when we use the voting to choose the next our leaders. So I think the general public has already understand now. They already understood. So we didn't have to worry about the general public. They already know what has happened and what's going to be happen. So if you have to pay the water bill, if you have to pay the electricity bill, if you have to pay a lot of bills, you have to sacrifice many things in your life. So that's how it's a situation, and we are in a bankrupted situation. Very hardly with the IMF money and all, we are recovering. So hope for the best. Let us see what will happen. It's a quick economical review about Sri Lankan current situation I was telling. And see you another great video. Ciao.